we're back. This is gonna be just a video what we're up to and what did we do this winter. So in this video we're gonna show you that we were very busy over the winter, and so we built a model of the cabin. So we're gonna show you that. We have been up to the property multiple times with lots of snow, so we'll show you what we did, and then we'll also show you some changes that we've decided. And so if you're curious what we're going to do with the off-grid property this spring, we're going to get started this weekend. So this is March 28th, and there's a lot of changes coming up in the next month. So stay tuned if you want to see what we're up to and what we've done for the winter.
Well, I am going to try to plow. It's probably about 6 inches. It's really wet, real shedding well. I'll go get in and warm up the quad. I'm not going to snow blow it. It's not enough for that. But yeah, we'll check it out and see what we got going on. Alright. Over and out. There we go, got it all plowed out. Charging the batteries, they're down to 30%. I didn't touch that down there. But, yeah. Hoping to get them up to about 50% here in a couple hours. But that's it, I gotta go get the old flag and throw it away. Bring it down and burn it or something. Over and out.
It's New Year's Day 2025. Let's go see if there's any animal trucks. I see deer. Good morning. So this is going to be an update video. Today is January 25th. It is 10 degrees outside, and all in all, this has been a very mild winter. We're going up to the property today to check things out and to gather some supplies, because we have been thinking all through the winter and we have a change of plans. So we are going to be building the cabin. However, we've decided we're going to homestead the property. So there's going to be lots of activity to do before breakup season happens, when we can actually, after breakup season, the roads firm back up and we can bring our building materials in. But there's a lot we're going to do before then. So we're going to be building a greenhouse, a chicken coop.
This is the mapping out phase.
Yes.
So we'll be kind of setting boundaries. Boy, look at my face. But we'll be setting boundaries, and we won't be hammering stakes today because we got probably, I don't know, 8 inches of ice. But so we'll do that later, but we're gonna eyeball it today and get things prepped and ready to start working up there again. Not that we haven't already been moving snow and cutting down trees, but yeah, we'll be up there on a more of a full-time basis coming into spring.
Yep, so stay tuned. We'll show you what we've been doing this winter, and then also we're going to show you the 1-inch scale model of the cabin that we built over this winter. We still have about 2 months of winter, and cold season hasn't even happened yet. So we're getting spring fever. So stay tuned so you can see what is coming. Thank you for watching. It's now 0 degrees, and this is what it looks like heading to camp. We barely have any snow, but we have some, but we barely have some. not replace the flag. Okay, we are here. Obi is loving the snow. He loves it. Okay, let's go see what we got. Besides, we have lots of bunny tracks. Look at the bunny tracks. All right, so we've cleared this off a few times, but that's a couple feet of snow up against the house. And then we're gonna go out here and see what animal tracks we have by the solar game camera. Let's see. Looks like some moose tracks. There's a moose track. But did he walk by the game camera? That's the question. Well, we got some deer. We got some people. The creek is frozen. Solid.
Yep. All the way down. Solid as a rock.
Okay. All right. But I'm going to show this to you. We down like 20 trees maybe behind the cabin so we can get our 50 feet defensible space all around. This tree will go, this one will go at some point before we build the cabin. I don't know if I can get this on video, but the snow looks super cool because it looked furry because it's so cold. Look at it. That's pretty cool. Can you just get over here? It's like a carpet. Okay, I have to do this with my gloves off and it's too cold to keep them off. It's February 15th, 2025. This is a very mild winter. We've only got below zero, like for a couple days. And we only have about maybe 18 inches of snow on the ground. We have spring fever super bad. So we are gonna go dig out a window. So we have something
tomorrow.
We start planting tomorrow.
Corn.
Oh. Anyway, we're gonna go dig out a window so we can get ready to build a chicken house.
Yep, we sure are.
Okay, it's March 1st, 2025. We came up to see how much snow is still here. It's supposed to be in the 50s. But it's not in the 50s up here. It's 23. So we are going to switch out the implements on the tractor. We brought up some 2x4s. We're going to build a chicken house. At least start one. That's the plan. We are tired of the snow, so we put the bucket on and we're going to scoop the snow out of our way because we want to be able to start our chicken house and a garden soon. Okay, it's March 2nd and we are trying to open up, see if we can get to those trees to pop them out because we want to use those for a greenhouse. We cleaned off as much of the the floor as we could of the ice, but that ice is still stuck. We also started the chicken house. We have the rough frame. So it'll be 7 feet by 4 feet. And that will be for 12 chickens. It could hold 20 plus chickens, but we just want 12. Okay, I'm going to show you what we got anxious to do over here. We took out road cloth and we've laid it out across the snow to try to melt that a little faster. Because this is where a 40 by 40 garden will go. We'll have to do some raised beds with hardware cloth underneath because we have voles, moles, and shrews. So that's where that will go, and we want to melt it sooner if possible, just because we're anxious to thaw the ground so we can put in some posts. And then back here, on the back side back here, we'll put in fruit trees, and then all of this is more garden area for the future if we need it. This is where the greenhouse will go, in front of the solar pole. The chicken house will go back behind the solar pole so it doesn't shade the sun from the greenhouse. Okay, one more dream project. All of this is a dream project to add to the cabin build this year. I don't know what we're really gonna get done. Okay, so this is the road that goes to the upper part of the property, and there's a culvert pipe in here that we have to replace. But out there, roughly between these two trees, kind of heading over to this tree over there, we want to put in a pond because the water naturally pools right here. And so we're thinking if we dig a pond, we'll probably hit the water table because the water table is really high here. See, you see water right there. It's already. But this is snow melt, so it's gonna be a mess. But anyway, we're thinking if we dug a pond right here, we could have constant access to water, and we can pump it to the garden, which will be back there. So that's an idea. And then we'll always have water too for fire prevention. And I think that's the end of our dream that we've been dreaming and getting anxious all winter for. We're using a game cart, and the tractor. No heavy lifting. So these were some trees that we downed behind the cabin. This is March 8th, and we downed the big white tree. It's not there anymore, and it was it's actually hollow inside the part of the tree. And then we're getting these trees out of the snow behind the trailer. And then the goal today is make some garden boxes if we can get the other metal roofing we have like that out of the snow. So we'll see.
Okay, this is March 18th, I do believe, day after St. Patty's. And I'm up here unloading the greenhouse, which we're going to set up somewhere over here. Wind blew pretty good. Dropped about 2-3 inches of snow. But I still got big snow berms we got to deal with. Be up this weekend. Well, we'll see. Got a lot to do. But I'll get this thing unloaded. And our building season starts. That's what it looks like at the start of building. There we go. Over and out. Okay, darling. This stuff is getting deep in here. I started a bridge, and I'm just running out of time. But this is what it looks like, the start of it. I don't even know if we get enough logs, but doing a little stagger. Yeah, we may have to just wait for this area when it dries out. I went around the other way because I wasn't about to get stuck in here. So, and the other way it's still frozen, so we're good there, but whatever. Removing the log bridge. This stuff will set up. We'll just park out there until, but the tractor, I couldn't even get it in here, man. It was sinking so deep in mud. I didn't want to get stuck for sure. So these boards are keeping me afloat. But I'm removing these things so when this dries we can get through here. But that's what we're working on.